Hi students, today we're going to talk about a few words that are going to better to help us understand what's happening in the video that you saw of the banana peel. So the first word we're going to look at is organic matter. Organic matter. Notice the N in parentheses here. That means this word is a noun. Organic matter is a noun. A noun is a person, a place, or a thing. So the definition or what the word means, organic matter, those are things that are alive or things that were alive at one time. Look at some of the pictures that I've put here to help you understand. You see a lot of plants and fruits and vegetables. They were alive or are alive. They grew from plants, and we know that plants are alive. Animals, look at these animals. We have birds, there's bears, fox. These are all living things. And here are more plants. These are things that are alive or at one time were alive. Even a part of the fruits and vegetables is organic matter because it's part of something that was alive at one time. Organic matter. Okay, for this activity, I'd like for you to think about things that could be considered organic matter and things that could be considered inorganic matter. Inorganic matter is a word that we haven't talked about, but inorganic means things that are not alive. The prefix in right before organic means not. In means not, so it's not living, inorganic matter. And here's some things: telephone, apple, banana peel, grass, soccer ball, bird. Let's classify these things according to whether they're inorganic or organic matter. Okay, the next word we're going to talk about is decomposition. Decomposition. This word is a noun. Let's look at this word for a minute. D is a prefix, and it means not. You have the root compose. Compose. Anytime you see compose, it means to put together. And when you see the tion, shun at the end, that makes it a noun. So the state of. So decomposition is the state of not putting something together, or it's the process of taking something apart. Decomposition. Okay, the verb, the action would be decompose. Decompose. So let's look at this picture of a Lego. It looks like a Lego giraffe and a tree that's built with Legos. Now, if we break all of those Legos apart and put them in a pile over here, they've been decomposed. We've taken them apart. It's decomposition. It's taking all that structure, that Lego structure, and just taking it apart, breaking it up. That's decomposition. Also, when something rots, that's sort of nature's way of decomposing something. Let's take a look at this pumpkin. If we left this pumpkin outside, it would begin to rot or decompose. That means there are things, and we're going to talk about some of those things that would take what makes that pumpkin up, would take it apart, and eventually it would look like this. And eventually it would just go away because all of those parts have been taken away and separated and put back into the ground. Okay, so it's sort of like the Lego structure that's been taken apart nature does the same thing. All right? Let's take a look at the next word. The next word is break down. Now, it's a verb. It's a verb. It shows action. That simply means to make something into smaller pieces. So if we can break down a rock by using a tool. The tool can break down the rock into smaller pieces. Here we see a bicycle, and someone has also broken down the bicycle. You can break down the bicycle into its smaller pieces. Okay, the next word is microscopic. 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 This is a prefix micro. The prefix micro means small, very small, micro. So this is an adjective. It's something that describes something. It describes something. So if something is microscopic, that means it's so small that it can only be seen with a microscope. Otherwise, it looks invisible to us. Looks like it's not even there, but it's there. We just can't see it. It's so small, microscopic. A virus is microscopic. It's something that's very, very small that we can't see. Some bugs are microscopic. They're so tiny we can't see them unless we put them under a microscope. Cells, some of our cells in our bodies are very small. The only way we can see those cells is if we put them under a microscope. And then they would look, something microscopic would look like this when it's seen through the microscope. Okay, the next word is nutrients. Nutrients. Now notice the S at the end of nutrients. Now nutrients is a noun. It's a noun, and it is also plural. It's plural. And you know it's plural, it's meaning that it's more than one because it has an S at the end. To make most things plural, you simply put an S at the end to make it mean more than one. So one boy, two boys. One computer, two computers. So nutrients. Nutrients. So nutrients are substances or things that all living things need to live and grow. And I put some food here. I put some fruits and vegetables. I put more fruits and vegetables here. Those are all things that we as humans or people need to live and grow. Those have the nutrients that we need. All living things need nutrients. Plants need nutrients. The microscopic animals and cells also need nutrients. They give you energy. Okay. Another word we'll look at is fungus. Fungus. Fungus is singular, means it has one. And fungi is plural. It means that it is more than one. Fungi. Fungi. Notice it's different. You don't add an S to it. To make it plural to mean more than one, you change it to say fungi. So fungi is more than one, fungus is one. So what is a fungus? Well, fungus is a group of microscopic organisms. Remember, microscopic means they're so tiny they can only be seen under a microscope. They're so tiny, and they are organisms that eat organic matter. They eat organic matter. They help things decompose. This is fungus. This is fungus here that's on bread. You can see it. It's lots of them. There are hundreds or millions of those. If you put it under a microscope, then this is the way it looks. So fungi. Fungi are tiny microscopic organisms that eat organic matter. And again, they help things decompose. They help things to break down into smaller pieces. Okay? Recycle. Recycle is the next word. Recycle. It means to use something again. Notice the prefix here, re. Whenever you see the prefix re, it means again. So cycle is like a circle, a cycle, and re again. So you use it again and again, recycle. What's something that you can recycle? You can cycle aluminum cans, plastic, newspaper. All of those things are things that you can recycle. Okay, the next word is humus. Humus. Humus is a noun, it's a thing, and it's the soft, dark part of soil that's made from the decomposition of organic matter. So this is a cutaway of the earth. So this is a ground, as if it's cut away. So you're looking at some different layers of the ground. And this is all considered soil. Imagine if you could dig a hole. This is what you would see. So as you're going, you see bedrock, which is like solid rock. And then you'd get to another layer. It's called subsoil, which is lighter color. And if you've ever dug a hole, you've seen as you start to dig, it starts to get the soil texture sort of changes. Okay, and then when you get to the top, it's called topsoil, and then that spongy, dark, soft part of the soil, that's called humus, and that's made from the organic matter that has been broken up into smaller pieces. Humus. And the last word we're going to look at is soil. So soil is all of this. This is all soil. It's a noun, and it's a mix of crushed rocks and decomposed organic matter, and it covers the whole Earth's surface. It covers the whole entire surface of the Earth. That's soil, also known as dirt, soil. All right, so let's go over our words again. So organic matter, decomposition, breakdown, microscopic, nutrients, fungus, fungi, recycle, humus, and soil.